All right, good morning, guys. It is Saturday, July 20th, 2019, and you guessed it, I'm in my favorite Central Park going for my walk. It's actually about 6:53 a.m. and actually when I got up this morning and got dressed to leave at 6 a.m. with no alarm, I actually just got up. I remember my husband saying, what are you doing? And I said, I'm going for my walk. I made it known in the group, the Lifestyle Medicine RX group, that I am doing 10,000 steps a day. We're in a heat wave, and so I wanted to get up and go for the walk. So by the way, if we haven't met before, good morning. My name is Dr. Diane Thompson of Lifestyle Medicine RX. I'm triple board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation, brain injury medicine, and lifestyle medicine. And I really have a goal. It is actually my mission to help folks like you to really transform your health and your life using lifestyle medicine. And so for the last couple of weeks, several of us in the group have committed to 10,000 steps. And I've been very consistent. A lot of other people have been very consistent, and I'm so very proud of you. I wanted to stop in and share a couple of tips with you because we're having, by the way, I cannot look in the camera. I'm in the park, so I have to make sure I'm being safe. We're having a heat wave in the Northeast, and it is tough if you're an outdoors walker like I am to get your steps in, but we don't want to make excuses. We want to find solutions, right? So here are some strategies that I want to share with you to make sure that you can continue to get your walk in, but that you're being safe. So first strategy is time of day. As I said, it's not even 7 a.m. yet on a Saturday. Normally I'm sleeping a little later on a Saturday, but here I am in the park walking. Why? Because right now it's still about 80 degrees. The sun is not yet out. So one of your strategies for being safe when you have a heat wave is to select the time of day to walk. So early morning or late evening. So yesterday I got over 16,000 steps done. It was another heat wave. How did I get it done? I did it after work. So after work I walked and was able to get my steps done in a safe way. All right. So choose the time of day. I'd say avoid between 10 and 2 when it's like this. Definitely the noon hour you want to avoid when the sun tends to be hottest. But I would avoid, once it starts getting 10 to 2 o'clock during a heat wave, I'd avoid that and try to get my walk earlier than that. So actually by 8 a.m. I would have completed my walk. So that's a good thing. So time of day, make sure you're selecting that and just make sure you're safe, right? I'm not telling you to go walk at 8 o'clock in the evening if it's in an unsafe place. So make sure it's safe. The second thing is selecting location. I love going to the park. Not only do I think it's great in terms of the exercise, but I also think for my mental health, and studies have shown that if you're walking or running, any type of exercise in nature, the studies show that it's really a healthy thing to do. It's great for the brain's health. It's great for your mood. So I love doing it in the park. But I know I can't always do it in the park, right? And when there's a heat wave, that's not always a good idea. So start indoors. I've shared with you guys in the group Lifestyle Medicine RX, and if you're not a member, please jump on in. You get a lot of support there and a lot of love and a lot of education. So one of the things that I shared there is that there's a woman who lost about 80 pounds, and all her exercise was done in her living room. Clearly she didn't just lose weight by exercising, because a big part of weight loss really comes from how you eat. That's just the truth. But she was able to start her exercise in her living room, and that's where she stayed until she lost the weight that she was comfortable with. And I've done that too, where I've committed to 10,000 steps a day. I get home, I realize I only have 8,000, and I simply march in place in my living room to get the rest of the steps done. I've actually had patients where I tell them, they live in a building where there's a hallway, and I might encourage them to walk back and forth. They're limited walkers. So I may encourage them to walk back and forth in the hallway to get a certain amount of exercise done. So you can start there. There are YouTube videos where people are walking in their living room, walking in place, and you can turn that on for some company. You can turn that on for some exercise. So you actually can walk in your living room. The other indoor place that's a favorite of mine is the mall. I shared with you guys that when I was an intern years ago, there was a mall near us. They would open up early, and the senior citizens would go walking in the mall at 7 a.m., 6 a.m. before the mall opened. I thought that was such a wonderful gesture, and I was able to send patients there to go get their exercise done. So walking indoors, walking in a store, you can find, if you don't have a mall, there are big stores out there. Some of these mega marts, like Walmart, like a mega store, they're really big. And if you set your intention, you can actually walk back and forth the different aisles and get your steps in that way. The people there may think you're a little crazy, but that's okay. That's all right. So, location. If you have a gym, now I have a gym in my building, but I'm not a big gym lover. But certainly when the weather's like this, I will go to the gym. So if you have a gym, you can do that. So find somewhere indoors and go get your walk there. So location is another thing. So time of day, location. Another thing to consider to ensure that during a heat wave you're doing well is just to make sure you're actually hydrating yourself. And remember that hydrating with coffee or alcohol is not what we're talking about, right? So you really want plain old water. So make sure you are hydrating yourself. When you go walking and there's a heat wave, as I'm looking now, I'm looking at my path, right? You can choose your path. So I see that it's really sunny on one side. I have shaded trees on another. Well, I'm going to walk on the side where I have the trees that's providing shading, so it's a little less of a heat that I have to deal with. There's more cooling there. So actually selecting the path. The other thing is the clothing. Can't see it? Light, breathable clothing, lighter colors. That's going to help to cool you down. You can also have protective clothing. So today I actually have with me my messenger bag, and in it I have my cap. I have different things to protect me as the sun starts coming out. So just make sure you have some protective clothing. But also you want breathable clothing. You want to make sure you're keeping cool. And then, the other thing is making sure that you pay attention to your own body. You have a sense of when you are getting overheated. And if that's the case, get indoors, get in where it's cool, get in the AC. There are times you're out there exercising, you feel fatigued, for some people, even being a little dehydrated, a little overheating, they can start to feel cognitively they're slowing. You start to feel different. Get yourself out of the elements and get inside where it's cool. But you can still get your steps in, even in a heat wave. That's the main message I want to share with you, but you want to do it safely. So I encourage you guys to continue doing your steps. If you're not a member of the Lifestyle Medicine RX group, this is a movement, guys, a movement to use lifestyle medicine to help you get healthier. And I'm helping to guide this. There's a lot of support in the group. The women and men of the group, they are amazing. Get yourself in the group and let's get started. If you want to contact me, my website is www.drdianethompson.com. That's DIANETHOMPSON.com. And when you're there, you can put the information in and I will contact you. If you're interested in any type of coaching like this, because I do help people as they're going through getting healthier, adding new habits to their lives, I can definitely help you with that. So just let me know. But happy walking, get your steps in, but do so in a healthy manner and in a safe manner. Until next time, guys, take care.